Hey guys, welcome back to the Toy Note Studio with me, Kelsey. Today is going to be super gross. We're playing with EduScience Wacky Lab. My box got a little damaged in shipping, but this is the best part. The mixer is a toilet. Isn't that hilarious? Makes little toilet sounds and everything. It's supposed to be your mixer for the projects. So in this one, it's going to be gross experiments. It's recommended for kids 8+, and you're going to need 2 AAA batteries, it says. So let's see, it's got 15 experiments in it, including foaming flush, electric sludge, snot slime, stink bubbles. And that's the only ones that they tell you about. So without further ado, we gotta get all the stuff out of the package. Alright, so I have everything out of the package for my Wacky Lab Super Gross Science Kit. There were 3 packages of instructions, but these 2 are in languages I don't read. So I have my English instructions here. It says, before you begin, you read each experiment all the way, make sure you understand. It's a good idea to work with a cookie sheet or cover your work table with plastic or newspaper because everything can get kind of messy. But it doesn't say that you have to have any additional stuff beyond what's in this kit. So that's kind of nice because I've had several kits where the list of stuff you have to provide is longer than the list of things in the package. So this is kind of nice. I was trying to figure out if this is an experiment. It says cleaning the toilet, and that's actually just to clean the mixing because you lift the lid until it clicks up like that, and then this little bowl actually will come out. See? And then you can move on to the next experiment. I gotta get this paper out of here though. Oh, I'm gonna need something sharp to do that, I think. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the instructions. Foaming flush, gaggets. Gaggets, okay. All right, so I spoke too soon. Some of the other kits where it says what you have to provide, it shows you right in the front so you can get those. This doesn't tell you until you're actually going to do the experiment. For example, the experiment overflowing toilet emergency needs baking soda, water, food coloring, and white vinegar. One named Gaggets is going to be cooking spray, 3 tablespoons of orange colored gelatin dessert powder, a 1/3 cup water, and evaporated milk. Okay, now I have a shopping list and I'm only through 2 of them. Ivory brand soap in one of them, dry yeast, sugar, and warm water for another. Milk at room temperature, food coloring, dish soap, water, honey, corn syrup, milk, vegetable oil, food coloring. All right, that's like a billion things that I have to buy now, and I still have a whole nother page of them. Purple cabbage, water, baking soda, vinegar, dish soap, and lemon juice. Cornstarch, water, chocolate syrup, red food coloring, light corn syrup, vegetable oil, cornstarch. Oh, and that didn't even include the tools. So those are just the ingredients. There's another tools list, and that's not for everything here. Why couldn't they put this on the box? I have a shopping list now, and I have to get Ziploc bags. Oh, there's so much stuff to buy. I mean, it's kind of cool because the instructions talk about the experiment that you're doing and what the lesson is behind it, but I'm a little sad that I have to go purchase so much stuff. That's a lot. I mean, I can't expect them to have everything, but it would be nice if they had several experiments that called the same thing. Like you're going to need baking soda, vinegar, and vegetable oil, and you can do like 4 experiments with just that. But you can't. You need like evaporated milk and milk at room temperature and light corn syrup, unflavored gelatin. Ugh. So this is a maggot mold. That one just looks like barf. And that one looks like a little centipede. So these are mold for what I can only assume are the gelatin-based experiments. Let's see what else we have in this other bag. All right, so we've got a measuring biohazard cup, 2 beakers with no stand for those, I don't think. Oh, spoke to these. This is a stand for them, so they should. Meh. So I have to put it together now. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I get super mad at this stuff because it's like, I don't think I should have to put this much stuff together and everything without some, like, preparing, some warning that's going to happen to me. This thing doesn't really even work that well. It doesn't fit over these, so I don't even know what that goes to. We got a bubble wand, a worm spoon, and a garbage can. Funnel for those. And that's everything that comes with the kit. So one of the easiest ones on here was one that called for baking soda, food coloring, and white vinegar. I'm going to do it minus the food coloring because I don't feel like going to the store. But if you give me a moment, I'll be back and we'll do our experiment. All right, so I have our Wacky Lab Gross Science here, and I'm going to do the overflowing toilet emergency. Now we're going to be missing one of the steps, which is food coloring, because I don't have any of that, and this kit doesn't come with it, unfortunately. So we're just going to kind of do it. We're going to lift, well, maybe we'll leave it down. So what we have to get is a little bit of baking soda, which I have here. So we have to have a little baking soda, which I've put in here. It says about 2 teaspoons. So I've got to put that in the toilet. So you can see it's in there. This is the mixing bowl, remember. So the next thing is to add a little bit of water, which I'm also going to put in here. And you just put a few drops in, it says. It's just kind of like that, I guess. Now our last ingredient is going to be white vinegar. Right there, white vinegar. So I'm going to put a little bit in here. Now what's it say? We need about 2 tablespoons, so it's going to be a good amount. There we go. White vinegar. Now, wants us to mix the water and the baking soda mixture. So maybe I'll add just a teeny tiny bit more water from my glass here. Whoops. There we go. I kind of had to think outside the box there. I didn't have a measuring spoon or measuring cup. So we're gonna flush. All right, so we've mixed our baking soda and water with our yucky worm spoon. Now it says we're gonna add this and flush again. Oh, look at that. What a mess. So of course we're watching the reaction between the high acidity of the vinegar and the base nature of the baking soda. When they combine, it overflows over the toilet in a chemical reaction. You can still hear it and see it fizzing. So I put a cookie sheet down ahead of time because I knew that it was going to overflow. I mean, it's called the overflowing toilet, but we've successfully completed one of our Wacky Lab gross science experiments. So I've packed away my mixing toilet and all my Wacky Lab sets and back in its box for now. And I had a lot of fun with this set. My only problem is, again, with a lot of these science sets, I've had to supply a majority of what is needed. I thought that the accessories were really cool. Instead of just having a regular lab kind of stuff, they had a trash can and the biohazard bin and the toilet for mixing. So it was very inventive that way. And for that, I do like the Wacky Lab gross science set. My only drawback, again, I had to supply several of the needed ingredients, and I didn't have a lot of them at home. I recently did a review, though, on a slime factory for Science for You, so check that one out. I'll put a link in the description because that one had everything you needed, lots of education, and I did have a lot of fun with that one because it was really mindless. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but when I open a toy, I want to be ready to play with it. I don't want to have to go shopping first. So this one's good, but that one's better. So guys, I'm keeping up on all the top 2017 trends, and just like these kits, I'm comparing multiple kinds of toys to each other to make sure that you're getting the best one. That way when you go shopping, you're getting the best bang for your buck and you're not disappointed when you get it home to your kid. So make sure you hit that subscribe button now and check us out at toynotes.com. That way you don't miss out. And until next time, bye.